So I have all my little boxes here. This is for the stand that I was talking about to hold my essential oils. They have different boxes, different sizes, but I chose these. These are all sanded and ready to go. Wanted to show you, they come with a sticker on them. These Dollar Tree stickers are sometimes hard to get off, but these are not hard to get off. They peel right off. Sometimes I have to use a heat gun to get them off. And I finally got this little sander at Walmart, a finger sander, and I love it. So you just want to give them a light sanding because they have splinters. Thank God I did all the rest of these, huh? Won't get in there. So we're just sanding it off. I sand the inside as well of all these. Just because I'm that way. I don't like a lot of scraggles here and there. And then I'm gonna get the insides, and you just, I know that's an annoying sound and I'm sorry. But I just give it a good sanding in between those. And in between these. I know that is annoying, and I am sorry. When I learn how to edit videos, these will be better. I promise. Okay. So, should be sanded and ready to go. Now you need to figure out how you want to arrange them. You can put them this way, which I actually have small bottles and I have large bottles. So I'm going to put mine this way and put them 3 high here. And they're going to be a little off because of me situating them. I do have a couple of large bottles. But anyway, this is going to be how they're going to be assembled. Dollar Tree's items sometimes do not match up, y'all. They are not symmetrical. Sometimes they're a little off. They're a little wonky. But anyway, I'm going to use Tight Bond. I like this glue. It's a good glue. And we're going to use clips. I have the pink ones. I actually get these in a pack at the Dollar Tree. And I have the red ones, and I have seen those at the Dollar Tree, but I haven't found them again. And they're in the automotive, but these are in the craft section. So, I'm trying to do this at an angle where I'm not in your way. What I'm going to do, I'm not using hot glue because I cannot get hot glue to stick to wood very well at all. So this is going to have dry time. I'm going to glue these 3 together first, these 3 together, and then attach them side by side. So to do that, I'm going to take this one. I'm going to apply wood glue here, here, and here. All this wood glue has got to be sanded off before I stain or paint this because you can see through it. Okay, give that a firm push. And I'm going to wipe off any excess glue that I may see right now. And y'all excuse my music because I am now when I get these 2 glued, I'm going to clamp them just to hold those together tight, to give it a good tight bond. And you can see when I done that, it squeezed glue out because it is tightening. Now I'm going to add the 3rd one. You don't really need a whole lot of glue. It will stick. And then place that on top. I hope I have enough clips, y'all. And then clip that tight. Put one there. And I'll put one there. I hope y'all can see what I'm doing. I've ordered another camera. I just have to wait till it comes in. I need to loosen those up. That's over this way a little too far. I'm not perfect, y'all. Never claimed to be. God's still working on me. Okay, those 3 are done. Do the same with the other boxes. Okay. Sorry if my music distracts you. I need it to concentrate. I was asked how I got through COVID, being quarantined and all this, and my answer was being in here, for one thing, definitely helped. Got my mind off of it and everything. But praise and worship music gets you through anything. Okay, now I'm going to glue these 2. Praise and worship just comforts me and gives me a peace that I guess gets me through a lot of things. Okay, now I have these 2 together. Now I'm fixing to assemble the whole thing and let it dry. It has to completely dry, y'all. Now once these are clipped, I'm just going to take my boxes and I'm going to apply glue to these sides right here. See? And I am just going to stick them as best I can together. These are gapping. They do have wiggle room before you put it all together, so that's a plus. So these can come over. You see, these boxes are not perfect, y'all. By no means are they perfect. But maybe if I give them a good clamping, they'll stick together and hold. Okay, let me put one of these back. This is just going to be a big pink clippy box. I'm only going to put them down this one since these are sideways. Like I said, I'm not using hot glue because I cannot get hot glue to stick to wood. There is a hot glue for wood. I just haven't tried that yet. But I intend to. I'm always open for new stuff, new ideas. If it works, fantastic. If it doesn't, then I will know not to do it again. Place a clamp there. And I'm going to place a clamp right there. That needs to come back where it's flush. That made it worse. Okay, right there. Alrighty. Now I just gotta wait for this to dry. And then we can stain or paint it. But this is what it looks like all together. I know I have a gap here, and that's okay. It's not that bad of a gap. Actually, I'm gonna see if I can put... Nope, you cannot do that. Well, I'm just gonna set it like this, and I'm gonna find something heavy to sit on top, and I'm gonna leave that to dry until I'm able to stain or paint that. Okay, y'all, it's dry. So as you can see, I had to put some painter's tape on it just because it had cracks in it and it was driving me crazy. So I ended up putting painter's tape on it. Sorry if I get in your way and you can't see. I am going to now paint this, and I was going to just stain it. I usually use Waverly wax stain, but I don't want it brown. I want it gray. And of course, I'm a distresser. Sometimes my life is distressed, so maybe that's why I like distressing. No, I like antique stuff. My life is not that distressed, y'all. I'm just kidding. But anyhow, I am going to paint this gray and then distress it, and then it will be ready for my little oils. So I have Waverly. I like Waverly chalk paints. I love chalk paint. They dry faster, and it's just thicker paint, so you don't have to use as many coats. I like Waverly, but this is one of my favorites from Hobby Lobby, but it's kind of pricey, but these go on sale every other week or at least once a month, so I try to get them when they do. And this is thicker. It don't need as many coats. To me, it's just better paint. Everybody has their own preferences, and of course I have my fancy paint palette here, and I get messy, y'all, so just bear with me. Before I do this, I do have a glass top that I put down to protect my sewing mats. If you don't have this or something of this nature, you can use a tablecloth is good. Or if you don't care to get paint on your table, honey, just paint your table, okay? Okay, so I'm using this brush. I think I got these at Walmart. They're one of my favorites for large pieces. I don't care if I am, see, I'm dripping paint, y'all. I'm messy. I don't care if I get down in the cracks because dripping paint, it's all got to be painted. I'll smear it in, and hopefully I can figure out how to speed up a video once I get to editing. But you can see I'm just painting, just no rhyme or reason, just to get this paint slopped on there. So so you see what I'm doing. I am going to pause the video. Y'all just paint your box if you make one any color you want. But for right now, I'm going to pause, and I'll get back to you in a second. Okay, I just wanted to show y'all that I switched brushes. This is actually a chalk brush. I think I got this one and a bigger one at Walmart. But this is stiffer. It's a stiffer brush. And I load it with paint. And then I am able to go down. And it actually was doing better, and it's much easier on my hand. My hand started hurting, so I had to get my glove. But anyway, it gets down in the cracks of the wood a whole lot better. And makes it a whole lot easier. So, and this is Waverly chalk paint. So it took 2 coats of paint, and I'm going to be dry brushing over this and distressing it. So I'm not putting any more coats on there. I love those heat guns. It doesn't take very long. Okay, this is the top. I have paint. Y'all, I'm a mess. I'm a messy person. I use those kitchen scrubbies, the little plastic long ones. You know, they're different colors, or sometimes they're just dark green. And I'll use those to wash my hands because it's easier. But this chalk paint will also dry your hands out. So we're all painted, y'all, inside and out. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to pour some of my white chalk paint in my tray. I don't need much because I'm just going to be dry brushing. This is a chip brush. The bristles are very different. It barely puts paint on there, but you dab it in your paint and then you dab it off. Now I'm going to just lightly drag my brush across to give it that old, distressed, aged, weathered look. There's no rhyme or reason to this. You don't want to get globs of paint though. You just want to just lightly drag it, and as you can see, it doesn't take much paint at all. You just touch it here and there, drag it around, and that will cause the distressed look in your projects. And I distress almost everything. I painted a cabinet that was in my kitchen that my brother and me had restored, and it had polyurethane on it. Got a little too much paint there. I'll probably go over that with gray to thin that out some. But anyway, my husband come in and he was like, I didn't sand it first, and he said, do you need any help? And I'm like, yeah, sure, you know, it's a pretty big hutch. So I was like, yeah, you can help me. So he gets a chip brush, and I give him a chip brush, and he starts painting. And of course, paint, you know, it's not going to stick to the polyurethane very well. I got a little heavy-handed there too, y'all. But he was doing this, and he got so mad, and he was like, this is not painting. This isn't working. And I was like, oh, I'm sorry, I got right in your way. I was like, what do you mean you're not painting? Yes, you are. And he said, no, I'm not painting. This ain't doing anything to this cabinet. And he looked over at me and he was like, excuse me, he said, you're not painting either. I said, yes, I am. And he said, no, you're not. You're not getting paint on it. Like, you're just like streaking paint across there. I said, exactly, that's what I want. And he was painting, and he said, that is the dumbest thing I have ever seen in my life. And I was like, just do what I asked you, you know, drag it across there and you'll see the finished product. And he just kept laughing, and he's like, this is so silly, you know, this ain't working, But when we got done, he said, oh wow, he said, that is so pretty. He said, that's beautiful. He said, that is not what I thought that it would look like. And I said, yeah, because you have to get done with a project before you see the full outcome. I mean, you're just slopping paint everywhere. You're not going to know. You're going to think, that's terrible. But when it's done, that's when you see the beauty of it. I just had to share that story because I don't know what else to say while I'm painting this thing, distressing it in front of y'all. Okay, I'm almost done. This is so hard to do on camera so that y'all can see and I'm not in your way. So I don't see what you see because you're to the side of me. I am going to do the back just because I want it to all match. I'm weird that way. But anyways, I want this all to match. So I'm just slopping paint on it too. But it's going to be in the back, so I really don't matter. I mean, I matter. It don't matter. Sorry, my husband just peeked in the door and got me nervous. I don't like filming in front of anybody because it tears up my nerves. When you're doing this, don't forget the bottom. Because like I said, you want it all to match. So let me just make sure I got all my sides, my bottom, my top, and I do. So far, I'm liking it. I think it's very rustic. It's very cute. I do not like that slob of paint right there. So I'm just going to take the brush I had and lightly go over that. And just, you know, go over any spots where I got a little heavy-handed. I think this one needs to be more stressed. So there it is. I do like to sand my projects too, just to rough it up a little bit and make it more rustic. So I'm just going to take my little finger sander and rub all around this in certain spots just to distress it a little more. I know you put paint off, you pull paint off. Put paint on, you pull paint off. But you know, that's the beauty of the old and the distressing. Paint on, paint off. You put that back there. And I actually need a bigger sander. That one's driving me nuts. You can get these at Harbor Freight, but they're really coarse sanding. So I like to use them when I'm doing this because it like really gets the job done. Y'all, really gets the job done. And I'm just gonna give this a light sanding here and there. No rhyme or reason to this either. I do a lot of things with no rhyme or reason. But that's alright. Just anywhere I can get the sanding block in there, I'm gonna go for it, y'all. Okay. I think I'm liking this just the way it is. I think I'm satisfied. And she's done, y'all. She's done. I will try to put a picture in of what it looks like with my oils in it. But that's my oil crate, y'all. And I'm in love with it. It is so pretty. It is so rustic. It's just, it's going to be so cute with the oils in my bathroom. I have a mess to clean up, y'all. But anyway, if you like this video, give me a big thumbs up, like, subscribe. People are wanting to know when I post videos. There is a bell in the corner, and you can tap that bell, and it'll drop down a menu to let you know. It has an option to see when I load a video, you'll be notified. You can do that, and you will should know. YouTube will alert you if you have it in your settings every time that I upload a new video. So, anyways, I think my face got in there. I'm sorry. But, I'll go put my oils in there and take a picture, and I will let you see. God bless. See you next time.